I'm Charles Meyer. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Structur3D.
And I'm Andrew Finkel. I'm CTO and co-founder at Structur3D.
I grew up in Texas, and when I was little, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I kept experimenting and trying so many different things, having so many different experiences. But I think that itself is the core character of an entrepreneur. So it really fit and set me on the path, I think, ultimately in life to become an entrepreneur.
I grew up in a city in southern Ontario called Belleville, Ontario. My dad has a company there that actually turns 100 years old next year. So that I grew up around a lot of entrepreneurship. My mom runs her own business as well. So I always had that drive.
I had completed my PhD in chemistry and then had decided to try to pursue an academic career path with that. And due to a lot of dynamics that were outside of my control, it didn't really work out very well for that. Got connected with the startup community then in Kitchener and Waterloo in Canada. And seeing the energy of that community, seeing the resources available, really got me thinking about the skill set that I had and how could I turn that into a business opportunity, and did that really make sense? So I started to explore that, and then that's when the formation of Structur really started happening.
As I was doing my PhD, I found out about this 3D printers users group in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. And it was just a group of people who were building printers, who had a 3D printer. This was probably around 2013. And I decided to attend one of these events and kind of demonstrate some of the research I was doing for my PhD. And it was an interesting event, but not many people there understood what I was talking about. It was a lot of blank stares as I was talking about different functional nanoparticles and things like that. So after the talk, I was just kind of standing there by myself, and Charles walked up and said, "Hey, I was doing the exact same thing just a few years ago in my PhD, let's talk."
The first 3 weeks of Techstars is all this mental madness. You're meeting so many different people, and who's really going to be a fit for your business. And it's listening to the feedback of these mentors, because the feedback is really to try to help you, and understanding the signals enough to realize the bigger picture for your business. Like, this mentor said something that kind of struck me. I need to talk to this mentor further and maybe bring them on as one of my lead mentors. So we had situations like that. Being able to talk candidly to VCs. Maybe they're not going to invest in the business, but they can help you understand what a VC is thinking when they look at your business, when they look at your financial model and things like that. We also had resources that helped us develop our financial model better, way better than what we had before. We had resources that helped us develop a market model. And those are resources that we wouldn't have had outside of Techstars.
I was going to add, my biggest suggestion would be come in with a plan and stay true to your course, but be willing to make some stops along the way and learn some new things as you're going, because there is a lot of serendipity. There's a lot of new collaborations and friendships that are made. So being able to stay the course, but have fun as you're going. They're a large corporation, and they have people who are industry experts in certain areas, like the marketing model. That was someone from Stanley who helped us out. And then being able to access and see inside how things work, how the engineers work with different departments, how they bring new technology and new innovation into a team, and learning and really trying to see how we can provide some help into those areas as well. Really gives our company a lot of feedback in how we can work with other companies like this, or really help Stanley improve some areas.
I would say thank you for all the hard work in putting this together. Certainly it was a little bit of a rough ride getting started and even during the program, but all that's to be expected. I think they handled everything gracefully. They made it very clear that they were here for the entrepreneurs. They were here to really help us succeed in any way that we needed help. And so knowing all the hard work they put in, and in the end, everything I think tied together exactly the way it should have. So thank you.
Yeah, the passion was there. They were always excited and always there to, have a quick meeting or listen to your story or share some awesome feedback from their experiences. They were always very, very positive.